come through the airport for the Thanksgiving holiday. As we approach another busy holiday season, passengers can feel confident that we are prepared to handle the projected travel volume here at Mitchell International Airport. Our team works with the airport and the airlines and our other stakeholders to prepare for this time of the year, to make sure that we're staffed appropriately, that we know what kind of passenger volume to expect, and that we know what times of the day we expect to have the largest volumes. Typically, we screen more than 2 million passengers a day nationwide. TSA does expect during this heavy travel period to screen more than 18 million passengers between November 26th and December 2nd. This represents an increase nationwide of over 6%. Definitely there's going to be 3 days that are the heaviest travel days across the country. Those are going to be Tuesday, Wednesday, and the Sunday after Thanksgiving. So on the Tuesday before Thanksgiving, we project to see 2.8 million passengers around the country, 2.9 million or so on Wednesday, and then the biggest day will be the Sunday after Thanksgiving, where we expect to potentially go over 3 million passengers a day. TSA has only done that one other time in our history, which was this summer. All of the top 10 heaviest travel days in the history of TSA have all happened this year, all since May 24th. So airline travel is definitely back since we're well out of the COVID crisis, and now we're going back into our normal passenger volumes that we've seen over the years. It's very important during this time of the year that you prepare before you come to the airport, and make sure that you prepare and arrive early. We strongly suggest that everyone please arrive at the airport at least 2 hours before your flight. That will make sure that by the time you park, you go through and work with your airline carrier and check your luggage, and go through the checkpoint and maybe grab a bite to eat at the airport here. That will give you plenty of time to make your flights. While you're waiting in the checkpoint, I strongly suggest that you remove all items from your pockets and put those in the bags that you're carrying through the checkpoint. Things such as wallets, phones, keys, and things like that. Sometimes people forget and they have to go back out and take those back out of their pockets. So please make sure that you do that. As far as packing your bags before you leave, please try to pack smart and start with an empty bag. Please try not to grab the bag that you might have used last weekend at the shooting range or somewhere like that, and start with an empty bag. The more uncluttered that you can keep your bag, the quicker you'll get through the process. Your bag will not have to be rerun if it's not full of clutter. Please remember that when you come through, that liquids over 3 ounces are prohibited. The general rule on this is if you can spill it, spray it, spread it, pump it, or pour it, it cannot come through the checkpoint. So at this time of the year, we think about things like cranberry sauce, gravy, wine, things like that. Those are all liquids that are above the limit, and they cannot come through the checkpoint. So please save yourself the hassle and put those items in your checked baggage. Every year for the last several years, the number of firearms around the country has gone up as far as coming through the checkpoint. This year so far in Wisconsin, we've had 15. That is about on par with what we had the last year. When you passengers bring firearms into the checkpoint, not only does it slow them down, it can delay the whole line. It is a safety concern for our officers, and the passengers who do that can also be fined up to around $15,000 per occurrence when this happens. So please do yourself a favor, and if you would like to travel with your firearm, that is fine, but it just has to be done in your checked baggage. If you would do that in your checked baggage, please make sure you notify the airline carrier when you check in. Make sure the item is unloaded, packed separately from ammunition in a locked, hard-sided case, and declared when you check in. That's very important. It's no problem at all to travel with your firearms. You just have to do it the right way. Some of our technology has changed here at the airport over the last year. We now have what's called credential authentication technology. And what that means for the passenger is you do not need to bring your boarding pass up to the ticket document checker when you first arrive into the checkpoint. You can simply bring them your passport or your driver's license, and they will take care of everything from there. Also, if you are confused about anything about what you can bring, I strongly suggest that you use TSA.gov. When you go onto the TSA.gov website, right at the beginning of it on the first page, there is a thing titled "What Can I Bring?" That will, all you do is type in what your question is about, and it has a long list of all the things you can and cannot bring. Also, we have TSA Cares, which is a helpline that provides travelers with disabilities, medical conditions, or other special circumstances to get additional assistance from us as they come through the screening process. Please try to call that 72 hours prior to travel. That number is 855-787-2227. That is all the travel tips we have for today. If anyone needs us for any reason, has any concerns, all of our officers here on the checkpoint are well versed in all the rules and can help you at any point in the checkpoint. Also, our supervisors and managers will be on site to do that as well. Thank you.
We'll take you kind of over here, if that's okay.
Was I talking?
Do an interview, they just want you away from
Okay.
ask you to say a bunch.
Was I talking too fast?
No.